what types of stocks do we have? So majorly we have two types of stocks, that is common stock and preferred stocks. Okay, there are two types of stocks, common stock and preferred stock. Common stocks are also called ordinary stocks, ordinary shares, and preferred stocks, sometimes people will call them preferential shares. Okay, so what do we mean by common stock? So what happens is, common stocks are the stocks which make you the part owner of the company. So let's say if you want to become a part owner of the company, then do not invest into preferential shares, but invest into ordinary shares. That is the common stocks of the company. Only then you will be becoming the part owner of the company, right? Only in that case you will be getting the voting rights to vote in the matters of importance at the annual general meetings of the companies, right? To decide about various major decisions of the company, right? So if you want to get the voting rights, I'm repeating, if you want to get the voting rights, if you want to become the part owner of the company, then invest into ordinary shares, and preference shares do not give you such sort of benefits, right? Now in case of ordinary shares, what happens is you will be having residual claim on the company's assets. What do we mean by residual claim? Residual claim is that once let's say a company is being wound up, the company is getting liquidated, right? The company do not have money any further. Now the company needs to be closed, and in this case the assets of the company are being sold out. Now what happens? The company may be having some sort of liabilities. Maybe some bond holders are there, maybe some commercial loans, bank loans are there, then maybe there are preferential shareholders are also there, and then there are ordinary shareholders are also there. So in this case of liquidation, the company will be paying back the money of all of the bonds, debentures, and commercial loans first. Then the company will be paying back, then whatever will be left out, the company will be paying back the money of the preferential shareholders. Okay, and then lastly, whatever be the residue after making such sort of settlements, the company will be paying back or dividing that residual amount of money among the ordinary shareholders, that is the common stockholders, on a proportionate basis. So let's say I am the 10% owner of the company. So let's say there is only 1 lakh rupees left out after making such sort of settlements, then I will be getting 10,000 rupees out of this 1 lakh rupees. Okay, I hope you got the point. So, which is why we are saying that common stockholders have a residual claim on a company's assets. All right. Now, what in case of okay, you can read this just once. I've already told it. Now, in case of ordinary shareholders, what sort of benefits, other benefits the common stockholders will be getting? Common stockholders will be getting payment from the company in the mode of dividends if the company will be sharing any sort of profits with the shareholders of the company. If the management of the company decides to share the profits of the company with the shareholders in the mode of dividends, these dividends will be paid to the shareholders of the company on a proportionate basis. Let's say 1 rupee per dividend. 2 rupees per 1 rupee per share, 2 rupees per share as a dividend. Then lastly, there is one more benefit which the common stockholders get, that is the preemptive rights. Okay, so the preemptive rights are, let's say the company decides to raise some more amount of money from the market through the mode of issuing some extra shares from the general public. Then in that case, since I am already an ordinary shareholder of the company, so the company will be required to offer this particular sourcing of finance, first of all, to the common shareholders. And if the common shareholders, right, are not ready, or maybe whatever investments are done by the common shareholders under this offering, still there is certain amount of money which is left out. Let's say the company wanted to source 100 crore rupees, and the common shareholders, that is the existing shareholders of the company, have subscribed to only 50 crore rupees valued shares. So the rest of the 50 crore rupee will be sourced from the general public now in the mode of new shares. So the thing is that, just like what happens in you can say Amazon Prime and other companies, right? If you are an Amazon Prime membership holder, right, you will be able to understand this through this concept, because that is more latest. And most of you are aware about Amazon Prime and other sorts of things. So if you are a member of Amazon Prime, so let's say if there is a sale on Amazon Prime in the off season, so the Amazon Prime members will be given 1 or 2 days extra before the rest of the people can start getting the benefits of the sale on Amazon, right? Exactly something that happens with Big Bazaar and other types of companies. Okay, so that is something which is called as a preemptive right. That is, being already the owner of the company or a member of the company, I get some sort of privileges. Okay, now I'll be closing the class after this discussion, because it will it will get too heavy for all of you to understand everything in at one go. And I want all of you to recall all of these concepts in detail. Try to utilize these 30 hours in the best scientific way of learning. Now, preferred stocks are what? Preferred stocks are the ones which do not have any voting rights. In case of ordinary shares, the companies are not guaranteed. These companies do not guarantee any dividends to the ordinary shareholders. But in case of preferred stocks, that is in case of preferential shareholders, the company will be giving a guaranteed return to these people, a guaranteed dividend to these people, just like the company will be guaranteeing some sort of you can say interest payments to the bond holders or debenture holders. Okay, so no voting rights, but guaranteed dividends. Okay, no partial ownership as such. All right, now another thing is that, let's say the company is offering dividends to the ordinary shareholders, as well as on the other side the company is also paying guaranteed dividends, fixed dividends to the preference shareholders also. Now let's say in the next year the profits of the company increase. Now in this case, the company is still willing to share the profits with the shareholders. Now in this case, what happens? The preference shareholders will not be getting such any benefit because of the increase in the profits. They will be getting that guaranteed dividend only. But on the other side, the ordinary shareholders will be getting the benefit that they will be getting maybe a little higher dividend as compared to the previous year. That is another benefit of the ordinary shareholders, right? But in case of liquidation, the company will have to pay off the liability of the preference shareholders first, and then after fulfilling the you can say the total liability of preference shareholders, the company can go ahead in paying back the common stockholders, right? That is the only thing which can happen here.